Leni to take a breather, perhaps have a drink of water, after which we're preparing for the Q&A. And for those who have questions, the way to do it is there will be a microphone. You can line up behind those microphones. But while they're also organizing to do that, we have a young person, I think a Filipino American, who wants to ask one question. He's a college age, and Attorney Robredo is nodding her head. She wants to hear from the young people, from the audience. I think there he is. Can we have a microphone? There. Thank you so much, Julie, for assisting us. He's right over there. I can see him. And then if there's another person, another young person, we want to give voice to our younger Filipino Americans to ask questions of Attorney Robredo. Go ahead.
Hello? Ayan.
Yes, it's working.
What will I tell my college self today? It's a difficult question, but I remember telling this to the young people at NYU. I told them that if there was one lesson that I have learned after all that I've been through, it's that when you look back, all the dots connect. Meaning to say, everything that happened in my life, the big things and the small things, they were dots that led me to where I am now. So I'm telling you this because the lesson there is, whatever is given to you, you have to give your all. Because nothing is irrelevant. Everything that comes your way is important to where you'll be in the future. And this is what I'll tell you. When I was your age, I was very shy. I was the least likely in my batch to become a politician. I never, I was not like Dino and Kim, who were very active in school politics. I was active in my clubs, but I never ran for any position when I was in school, because I was shy speaking before large crowds. But then, fate is kind of funny. It gives you things that you least expected to receive in your life. So you just have to be ready. So be ready, because whatever is given to you, it's equipping you for the next chapter in your life.
Thank you so much, Attorney Robredo. And thank you, Jordy. If there's no other question, I see Dr. Ching Bakiran wants to ask a question. And after him, it will be Carolina, and then Court, and then Kim. Is someone writing this down? Go ahead, Ching.
Good evening, sir. I know. Thank you. It was because of all your hard work.
Could you give us the current status of the political opposition? Is it effective, active, and united? And what will be your role in the political opposition?
Actually, sir, the political opposition was decimated in 2016. Kaya nga, when one of the things I'm accused of, siguro nababasa niyo naman, is that I'm only following orders from the Liberal Party. So I always ask myself, meron pa bang Liberal Party? Sino sa Liberal Party? Because, when President Duterte became president, it was like no one was ready for his presidency. And you know what happened in Congress? Yung mga nag-oppose in Congress na zero budget. So that sent a very strong signal to a lot of politicians. Everyone transferred to the administration parties. And it was so difficult for us to be able to traverse the, gaya sa akin, I was a political neophyte. Parang yung mga seniors sa politika ay hindi na masyadong active. And we had to traverse it with, parang again, it was like we were groping in the dark because no one was prepared for President Duterte. Senator Laila de Lima is still in jail now. It sent a very strong signal. ABS-CBN was closed down. No one expected it to be closed down. It was unlike any other political tsunami that came our way. So right now, we are just in the process of rebuilding, not the Liberal Party, but rebuilding the many other small non-administration parties that have allied during the elections. During the 2022 elections, I ran as an independent. All the other candidates in the senatorial slate were representing different parties, and that's the goal moving forward, is to bring all the small parties together. Ako admittedly talagang nawala yung opposition. Nawala talaga yung opposition after 2016. It was a very difficult time for everyone. Ang dami nangyari na hindi natin inaasahan. And yun, the closing of ABS-CBN, the jailing of Laila de Lima, the political persecution of all a lot of cases were filed against me. Hindi lang yung protest, but I don't know if you were aware that an impeachment case was filed against me, only that it didn't prosper. I was accused of sedition, only that it was dismissed. So all of that were warnings to everyone who was bold enough to oppose the government. So now it's like it's reviving what's still there, revitalizing what can still be revitalized by starting all over again. There's a new party that's most of the members are young local politicians. It's called KNP. Chel Jokno was their candidate during the last elections. We've been actively participating in KNP right now that they're trying to mobilize the party. So it's like starting from scratch again.
Thank you for that response. I think there's a follow-up question from Don Tagala. We only have two more questions to go, but go ahead, Don Tagala, and then after that, we have a line here.
Moving forward po, what can future candidates, concrete steps na pwedeng gawin ng mga candidates so that they won't become victims of misinformation and disinformation, and what can the press naman, the media do to fight disinformation?
May sinimulan during the campaign. Hindi ko alam kung narinig mo yun doon, yung Facts First PH. It's a huge coalition of 16 media organizations, the academe, the church, civil society, and we're trying to encourage them to expand at this time and not end the initiative during the election. Yung pinaka-idea nun is for everyone to bolt in. Yung ginagawa nun, the media organizations were in charge of fact-checking, but we all know that fact-checking is not enough. So yung second level doon, yung second level church, civil society, tawag nila mesh. Yung mesh ay kung ano yung fact-check ay ipopularize such that mas attractive sa ordinaryong magbabasa. Tapos yung mga academics are doing research. In fact, during the campaign, they had weekly webinars na sinasabi nila, eto yung linya ng yung mga influencers, di ba? Parang eto yung narrative nila ngayon, paano natin ito susugpuin. Tapos, the lawyers are also bolting in. Hindi ito pag-file na papatol ka sa ordinaryong troll, pero we want to go after the architects of this information. So some cases have been filed already, but it's not just the filing of cases, but the filing should be strategic. So ngayon, we're trying to encourage business people also to participate because we want to to make everyone realize that this is the fight of everyone. Hindi lang ito fight ng opposition, pero this is the fight of everyone, and I think a lot of people are realizing that after the elections. So mas marami ng mga academic institutions ang kasali ngayon. Yung church is still active in the movement. The civil society, we want more to participate. Yung media especially, kasi ang pinakataman din nito, media eh. So, sana mas marami pa yung mag-participate. Pero it was a very good initiative, pero it was started too late. For candidates, na wag na siyang, the sad thing about it, Don, is that yung disinformation machinery, hindi lang sa national candidates, pati sa local candidates, grabe na din. So para sa akin, dapat sana yung mga kandidato, imbes na fight fire with fire, sumama na dun sa kampanya para sugpuin yung disinformation. Kasi ang fighting fire with fire, lalo lang lalala ang sitwasyon. Magiging magastos for the candidates kasi it's a very expensive endeavor to maintain troll armies, very, very expensive. So, tingin ko kasi yung susi hindi lang sa kandidato eh. Tingin ko ang susi nasa atin lahat. Na magdesisyon tayo na talagang kontrahin siya. For the industries also to self-regulate. Kasi yung lumabas sa research na industry na siya sa Pilipinas. So talagang kailangan ma-regulate siya. For Congress to pass the necessary legislation also.
Thank you for that response. We only have 2 more questions. We have Kim Villamer, and then Courtly. Go ahead, Kim. I'm so sorry, guys.
See you again po. First, I'd like to thank you kasi it's such an honor to see this brand of leadership in my lifetime. Napakalaking pressure para sa aming mga kabataan. But my question would be, in this time of chaos, what would Leni Robredo do?
He would have done better than I did. My husband was the better politician. Ako yung hindi. Ako admittedly talagang mahina ako sa politika. Sa trabaho, siguro hindi naman matatawaran yung trabaho ko, pero sa politika, mahina talaga ako. It's the reason why I kept on resisting running. Kasi sa akin, talagang black or white lahat eh. My husband would have navigated through the difficult times better than I did. I always look up to his counsel kahit wala na siya. And I think everything that I know, I learned from him. Yung moral compass, yung sipag, yung courage, and yung paglangoy kontra sa agos, sa kanya ko yun nakuha. Pero pagdating sa dealing with politicians, parang napakababa ng IQ ko doon. Mahusay doon yung asawa ko. Yun yung hindi niya sa akin naturo. So, I would have wished nandito pa siya. Siguro kung nandito siya, ang sarap ng buhay ko. Kasi hindi ako naging politiko. So, in the difficult times, inaaway ko yung asawa ko. Kung bakit ako iniwan. Pero si Kim lumaki to na si Jess yung mayor eh. Lumaki siya sa Naga na si Jess yung mayor. I am very proud of him, and I would like to think that he never really left us.
Okay, Court, and then after Court, we'll have a last question from Mary Jane.
Hello, good evening. Thank you so much for speaking here this evening. My name is Court, and I organize as a community organizer and activist in Queens, in Woodside, with the National Alliance for Filipino Concerns, or NAFCON. And NAFCON echoes a lot of the pillars that Angat Buhay also offers. So I'm hoping that there are opportunities to partner and really carry the struggle over into our communities as well. I'm also a member of the LGBTQ community, and NAFCON props a Filipino-American agenda that has a strong position and progressive position towards offering support and empowerment for the queer community. So my question for you is about your position on the SOGI Equality Bill.
I was one of the authors.
The SOGI Equality
Yeah, in
Bill.
the 16th Congress.
And how do you propose that we address the struggles and the plights of the LGBTQ community and empower us?
You know, you should continue pushing. Was it last night? Last night, I think Senator Risa already submitted the committee report. And I heard that there are 19 senators who pledged support already for the passage of the SOGI bill. So I hope after all these years of struggle, it would finally be passed. But I feel that even after it gets passed, the challenge that it would be implemented in the manner that it should continues to be at the forefront of the fight. It has been, you know, it has been a long, lonely fight for us at the 16th Congress. But things got better after that because we found a lot of advocates already who were willing to fight it out. So I'm very confident that it will be passed very, very soon. But again, the challenge is that how do we make sure that dapat bantayan IRR, and how do you make sure that it will be properly implemented? There's still a lot of pushback. There's still a lot of pushback as far as the contrary view is concerned. So it takes a lot of patience and a lot of, you know, a lot of persistence to continue the efforts in making people see that SOGI is not, you know, is not what it's being packaged to be. And we are with you in this fight every step of the way.
Thank you so much for that, for the question and for that response, Attorney Robredo. Talagang last na to. I think Jane Larias, she has been. You still have a question, Jane? Let's make it quick. And then, of course, okay, just one more, Lambert. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us. You know, this is really great. This is regarding me and all of us here. We bridge. Okay, as a matter of fact, friends indeed, my children, millennials, homereach heartandhammer.org, 5013C, all right? As a matter of fact, this coming February, we are going to Cantanduanes for humanitarian and medical mission. And my passion is about education. It's been going forward, okay, regarding what can we do, what actions, what sustainable actions we can do for Philippine industries such as agriculture and mining industry. Yes, yeah, I'm very, yeah.
Sige. Ako, I'll share with you one of the very successful projects we're doing with small farmers in Camarines Sur. Ayan. Ikakwento ko po yung ginawa namin sa Camarines Sur. Kasi sobrang successful siya na hindi namin inasahan na madali lang pala siyang gawin. Ano po yung ginawa namin? We realized na it is very difficult for small farmers to ask help from government because they're not accredited. Gets nyo yun? Parang ang nakakalapit sa gobyerno, yung mga farmers na accredited. Pero ang mga farmers na accredited, sila yung mga medyo established ng farmers. Yung mga farmers na hirap, sila tuloy yung hindi natutulungan. So what we did was we organized them. Kami yung nagpa-accredit sa kanila kasi hindi naman nila kaya magpa-accredit. Sila yung maglalakad ng papeles, gagastos. So pina-accredit namin. But that was just the start of the story. Ang sunod doon, we partnered with the Metro Naga Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Particularly owners of hotels, restaurants, hospitals, yung mga groceries, yung mga bumibili ng maraming agricultural products. Inipo namin, parang ganito, nandito yung farmers, nandyan yung mga negosyante. Nag-survey kami, isang hapon lang. Sabi namin sa farmers, ilista nyo nga, ano yung 5 yata o 10 na tinatanim ninyo na agricultural products. Yung mga negosyante naman, ilista ninyo ano yung top 10 na binibili nyo. Nagkaroon ng presentation, nasa harap ako. Nag-present dito yung farmers, nag-present dito yung mga negosyante, walang nag-match. Ang number 1 na tinatanim ng farmers natin, talong. Bakit talong? Kasi cash crop siya eh. Madali siyang itanim. So madali siyang itanim, they don't have to wait long. Pero ang problema ng talong, wala siyang institutional buyers. 'Di ba? Nabebenta siya sa market, pero retail. Ito namang mga negosyante, ang number 1 na agricultural product na binibili nila, kalamansi. Pero wala siya sa top 10 ng mga farmers. Nung tinanong namin yung mga negosyante, saan nyo binibili yung kalamansi nyo? Ang sagot, Baguio, Sariaya, ang iba nga Davao. Bakit hindi kayo bumibili sa Kamsur? Kasi walang available. Alam niyo yon? Nandun yung market, merong farmers, pero hindi nag-uusap yung dalawa. So, ang sabi namin, walang available. Sabi nila, meron po pa unti-unti, pero hindi maayos yung pricing, hindi maayos yung supply. So, paminsan, binibitin lang kami. Bumibili na lang kami sa labas. So, ang tanong namin sa negosyante, pwede bang pumasok kayo sa kontrata with us na sasabihin namin na mag-a-agree tayo, top 5 products lang bibilihin nyo dito sa small farmers, kami ang magsisiguro na magpuproduce sila. So, ano yung napag-agrihan namin? Kalamansi, luya, ginger, sili, pipino, saka lettuce. So, yun lang, top 5. Nahirapan kami sa farmers. Kasi ang farmers, ayaw nilang magtanim ng kalamansi kasi maghihintay sila ng matagal. So we had to incentivize them. So in-incentivize namin, konti lang, yun nakumbinse. Ang demand, ang bigs, yung mga Bicolano, yung bigs. Alam niyo yung bigs, di ba? Yung restaurant. Bigs Naga alone was buying tons of calamansi every day. So yun palang buhay na, 'di ba? At alam niyo kung saan nila ginagamit? Sa iced tea. So doon palang buhay na yung farmers, pero the farmers didn't want to plant because they couldn't afford to wait long. So inalagaan namin. We gave them grants, we gave them inputs, inalagaan namin yung farmers. Meron lang konting nangahas. And yung konting nangahas, sila na yung sobra na yung income ngayon. And dahil sobra na yung income ngayon, gumaya na yung iba. So may mga problema pa din kami in the sense na laging kulang ang supply as against demand. Pero we're getting there. Yung mga farmers namin, dati wala ngang pamasahe, ngayon meron na silang sariling delivery truck. And it was just a few years. So why am I telling you this? Kasi yung programa sa agriculture, sa atin na wala sa gobyerno, doesn't have to be grand. Pwede tayo mag-umpisa sa mga lugar lang na inalisan, na pinanggalingan natin. We can help them. And it's very doable because we have a model already. And yung mga farmers namin, pumupunta na sa ibang lugar, kinukumbinsin na din yung ibang farmers to follow their path. They're very proud of themselves. They're living with dignity now. We started with just 3 municipalities. We're in 11 already. And it's been very rewarding. So ano yung discovery? Yung discovery talaga, pinaka-importanting ingredient of leadership is empathy. 'Di ba? Kasi siguro mali yung metrics ng gobyerno. Siguro ang metrics niya, productivity. Kasi kung ang metrics niya productivity, ang tendency ang tinutulungan yung dati nang nagpo-produce para yun yung accomplishment. Parati ko sinasabi, dapat ang metrics yung pagbuhay ng ordinaryong farmer. Kasi ang metrics, kung sinusukat mo yung pagbuhay ng ordinaryong magsasaka, ang motivation mo tulungan siya. Kasi yun yung accomplishment mo pag napabuti mo yung buhay niya. Pero sa atin kasi yung metrics productivity. So napapag-iwanan yung dati nang naiwanan. So you can do a lot of things, kahit education. We have models already. So in the places where you come from, you can start community learning hubs also. We can help you with that. So there are a lot of things that we can do. Wag na muna tayo sa grand plans kasi wala tayo sa gobyerno. Mahirap yung grand plans. In the spaces that are available for us, let's do our best.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Attorney Robredo. Guys, we're way over time. The whole team is already yelling at me that we need to cut the Q&A and we have to take photos. Otherwise, we won't be able to take photos. And as you have heard, Attorney Robredo has been working the whole day and has been the whole day at Ford Foundation. We will start from the back. For those who still have questions, you can submit the questions. We will forward it to her. It will be totally her discretion whether to respond to these questions. We do apologize for those whose questions were not asked. We'd like to call on the security team led by Juju Kunal as we start taking the photographs from the back. Yes, okay. But before we start from the back, we will have a panoramic photo in front. Yeah. Yes, we will do that. So they're setting up the seats so we can accelerate the panoramic photo. Let's make sure that the seats are there. Julie, starting from the back, right? Okay. Hi, everyone. So that we can accelerate the photo taking, can we ask everyone to please sit down first? We will start from the back, the first 2 rows from the back, but please wait. Julie and Jujo, can you give me the signal if we can ask those? Okay. First 2 rows from the back, right? So we will start dun sa magaganda sa likod. Okay, so if you're not seated at the last, Hi, everyone. Can we start from the back? Hi, Michael. Okay, very good. Let's take the photo. And then after them, it's the next row from the back, the 2 rows from the back. Okay, so let's remain seated, and now the 2 rows from the back. So Juju Kunol, Leni Salumbre, Ariel, Rafael, MJ Yap, Jonas Bagas, Bianca Vinoyo, Matt Rosales, Nelson Oligario, Vincent, Ray, Rose, and Jose. If we can clear the middle aisle, except for security. Thank you, yes. Okay, after this group, the next 2 groups, next 2 rows from the back. Thank you so much. And then if you've already taken your photo, you can exit on the sides and on the main exit. Thank you so much. Don't worry, everybody will have a chance to have a photograph. This is now the next 2 rows.